Welcome. We're here for free live tarot readings on a Saturday night. We're feeling all right. And today we're using the Alchemical Tarot. We're actually going to use this tonight. It has been a while. In fact, no, I've used it on stream. It has been a while since I've used that on stream. I have to admit, I would like to change the bottom banner though. I know I have a green one. Let's see, the footer. Hello, what's going on, Julie? How are you doing? How is it going? So we have a green one. There we go. That green, see, that green looks pretty good. I gotta say, it looks all right. Ola, welcome. Lady Goddess, welcome. Liz and CM, welcome as well. How is everybody doing tonight? Is your night all right? Is everything going good for everyone? I hope so. Liz and Tash, how are you? Beautiful image. Thank you. This is from the Echoes of Nature Oracle. This is my painting, well, my version of somebody else's painting. My painting, so that I did. It's in the Echoes of Nature Oracle, which is down to 11 copies, and it's out of print for the rest of your life. So if you like this, go to Etsy and search and pick yours up. And we got 11 left because I sold 2 today. So we're down to the bare minimum and it is gone forever. Loyal Sunflower, what's up? Missy Joy, good evening to you. Kristen Davidson, welcome. It is good to see you. Let's see. Good evening to you as well, Missy. So we're here doing free live tarot readings tonight because that is what we do. I mean, I have to say, that's what we do. You trimmed an Oracle deck tonight. Now that is pretty exciting there. Which one did you end up trimming? That's pretty cool. Let's see. When will I meet my future husband? Good evening, Missy. I see your good evenings. Thank you so much. What size corner cutter did you use when you trimmed cards? I don't know. I think it was 20 mil. I think it was 20. I mean, it wasn't the small little 5. Gracia, welcome. What's going on? I use the 5 one for my war games, but for the corner trimmer, I think I just got one from Target. I just got whatever one it had Target, Walmart, Target, and all that other good stuff. Oh, there you go. The Baron Reed. Yeah. She makes some really good oracles. She makes a lot of oracles. There's a lot of them out there for sure. Rubbed my corners on a fine sandpaper to round the edges. That's a good idea. Ursula, what's up? And fellow Texan Yo-Yoli, how are you doing? Hello and good evening to everybody. We're just sort of checking it out. I think it's 20 or 25. I mean, it was not the little small one. I have a smaller one for board games, but yeah, they are huge. That's true. I'm not sure why I would trim that, but yeah, they're huge. Marby, what is going on? When will I meet my future husband? What is my life purpose? So we got a good evening. Let's see. When will you meet your future husband? Okay, we'll go for that. We'll go for that. See about a future husband. Beautiful son, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? HH wants to know when. When will I meet my future husband? We'll check that out. Biffy, hey, how are you doing? And see about a future husband here. And we will start out with this. We're going to start out with the Alchemical Tarot Nude. And there we go. Bria wants career advice. Danielle, welcome. How are you doing? And how are you, Biffy? And beautiful son. What is going on? When will I meet a good boyfriend? So the boyfriends you have now, they're not good? I take it? I take it you're getting the rejects. You're getting the rejects. When is my Cancer coming back? Is he going to propose soon? Queen of Water, howdy as well. What is going on? All right, let's try to do this. See what we got here for. Yeah, we got a hanged man there. There we go. When we meet your future husband, you looking for a time frame? Let's look at the type of future husband that you will have. How about that? There we go. Mom Bear, what's going on? It has been a while. What was the random number on the Light Seers giveaway? It was the last 2 digits of the Light Seers Tarot. So it was 39. what messages do my angels have for me? It works really well. That's cool. So are private readings video or phone? For private readings, it's phone. And I'll make you a video and post it where you can only be the person to see it. So you get a video later and you get a phone for the actual reading. All right. By the way, private readings are right there. Private readings, $30 for 20 minutes. Email tarot.andcoffee@gmail.com. There we go. So about future husband, the Queen of Vessels and the Knight of Vessels. That's pretty interesting. Your husband is going to require some emotional attachment. I don't think that you're going to want just a regular old person. I think you want someone that you deeply attached to emotionally, and someone that you can really just sort of spill your emotions to. You can share emotions. When they're going through something, you can sort of sense it a little bit because you're already sort of in sync with that person. And that's sort of be something big for you. Yoli, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so the Knight and the Queen of Vessels, that combination we have. Also, the Queen is interesting as well. I think you want a level of control over your husband. I don't think that you want someone that's just going to be 100% in charge. I think that you want sort of a balance between that, and you do want control over some different aspects of the relationship. Maybe not everything, but I think some aspects of a relationship, you definitely want control. You don't really want to give up the reins to those. You don't care about other parts of the relationship, but some you're very keen on having that level of control. The Hangman sort of ending this also points to that you don't want them to agree with everything that you do. You don't want them to agree with everything that you say. You want a bit of back and forth. You want someone that you can bounce ideas off of. You want someone that has unique skills, unique talents, unique hobbies that you don't have. So you can pick those up, right? You both can expand each other. And you both can look for things that are going to be great to learn, to pick up, to add to your sort of skill set in general life. The Hangman points to that you do want someone you can bounce ideas off of, you can learn from, and they can learn from you as well. So you don't want someone that just has every hobby the same as you. You don't want someone that has exactly the same opinions on everything. You want someone you can bounce some ideas off of. Kim, hey, how's it going? Wolf, how are you doing? Miss CLP, what is going on? So Annie Law snuck in there. What is up, Annie? How are you? So you want this sort of a mixture here. And again, your emotional component, the emotional attachment is going to be key for you here, because that's going to be one of the big things that you're looking for as far as the emotions go and whatnot. So the Two of Swords sort of indicates that at some point, you just want to get started with it. You don't want to wait anymore. You sort of want to get into a mode where you can just sort of leap into that. But before you do that, again, you want to make sure that it's some sort of a guarantee, or you want to make sure it's some smooth thing that's going to go well. You're sort of tired of wasting time. You really don't want to just, peruse through people over and over and waste a ton of your time. You're ready to sort of get started within that realm as well. As far as when we meet your future husband, I'd say probably about a year and 3 months-ish. Year and 3 months. There we go. A year and 3 months. That's my guess. That's my guess there. The year and 3 months. There you go. Hope I didn't ask too many questions. No, you never ask too many questions. Yoli, it's good to have you around. Should I concentrate more on my baking business or teach English online? New cooking YouTube channel. Well, okay. Let's see. That is a good combo there. So we'll do YY and go baking or English. We'll try that. Baking or English. We'll just have the traditional tarot throwdown, which we do have here quite a bit. We do have quite a bit of tarot throwdowns on this channel. By the way, this is a tarot tower, 50 decks all ready to go. Hey, Hikate's Crossing, how are you doing? So we'll do that. We'll do a throwdown with some Anna K. Get some Anna K there and do a throwdown with one of my favorite decks of all time. So the throwdown says, baking on the left and English on the right. Bacon on the left and English on the right. And then we'll do the cooking down there. So here's your baking right there. And then we'll do English over here. And then we'll have the final part of the throwdown down here with your YouTube. So we got the triple throwdown. We'll check it out. Put this back in the corner. and see about how is this going to go. It is a hanged man night, apparently. It is a hanged man night. We have the spy up here with the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Chariot sort of move forward. So let's sort of look at this real quick. So the baking business looks like something that it's going to be quite a bit of work. Looks like something that's going to be quite a bit of work. Should I concentrate more on baking business, teach English online? Teaching English online sort of is, so we have the Page of Swords, the spy, right? If you watch my video, the Page of Swords talking about the spy, talking about being malleable, being able to communicate stuff and being able to adjust to just about any situation as it goes, and the day-to-day result of doing that as well. So sort of just pointing out that you could, it's just not something just hugely beneficial. The Hanged Man looks like it's a little bit better as far as long-term goes, right? The Hanged Man into the Knight. The Knight is talking about the Fire of Fire, since we are back in the Wands, and is looking for a very sort of upfront, a very sort of moving forward and getting things done, getting things excited, and just sort of getting just explosive energy with the baking business. So if you're looking for in between these, this looks like sort of a dull type thing where you're going to have to adjust to things. You're going to have maybe a pay cut. It's going to be some different things happening over here, but the baking business looks a lot better. It looks like you can sort of just keep going forward. You can put some explosive energy into that, and the overall result looks better. As far as the YouTube channel, let's see about a YouTube channel for, what was the last thing? So create a new cooking YouTube channel. Where are we going with that? The Chariot says, go for it. Go for it. You do have some potential with there. You do need to bring something different to the table. The 9 points to a bit of that difference, a bit of that, let's bring something unique to it that's not currently there. So if you're just duplicating a channel that exists, or if you're just trying to get sort of something started, it's going to be a lot of work as well. But the Chariot says, let's go ahead and go forth and try that out. Just improve over time. Start out with something light and entertaining. Start out with something that's more you, something that is, you know, sort of fun and people can relate to, instead of something boring. Don't get nervous. Just present yourself like you do with this. And the 9 says you'll be able to get some good results out of that. So very, very good. Knight of Pentacles is the sort of the tip of the iceberg of the entire pentacle line. So we're moving into that, meaning that I think it's going to be a great outcome for you. I think it could potentially be some money as well once you get it running and it's sort of 100% ready to go. But I mean, there's that. There is that. Mucking about online, found myself sleeping in or just getting ready. There you go. I have not slept in forever. It has been a long time. Larry, what is going on? It's good to see you. Danielle, hey, how are you doing? Anamika, hello, how are you? What's for me, please? Anamika wants to know. Let's see, my wife, something. Wellington, I remember saying that. Can you please tell me anything about my Pisces friend? Should I marry him? I am a Libra. Antonella, welcome. What a kid. What is going on? All right, so let's see. Pisces friend, should I marry a Pisces friend? Well, that is an unusual one. We'll try that. So HJ wants to know. Should I marry my Pisces friend? Let's check that out. Head over to the Tarot Tower and try the, we can try the, no, we'll do the Shadowland. We'll do the Shadowland Tarot. Shadowland Tarot is up tonight. This is going to be a fun one. There. Should I pursue a career in optometry, psychology, or do something else? There we go. I think the last reading I had for you, it looked like psychology was pretty good. Remember? Psychology was pretty good. You had you were the empathic, and you were all excited about using your empathy and your empathic skills for psychologists, but you thought that it could be difficult because you'd be picking up on all of the other people's problems and whatnot. I remember that. Julie. I got a weird memory. Sometimes I just remember everything. Other times I completely forget. And neglect to get everything done, you know? Sometimes that happens. It happens to the best of us. I'm just saying, I'm getting old. Sometimes I forget. I'm getting old. You got to forgive me. You got to forgive me on some points. All right, marry this Pisces. We ready to marry or not? Nine of Cups says, ouch. Nine of Cups says, ouch, maybe not. That Six of Cups, it's not good as well. Three of Cups, it could be something that you want to just keep a friendship and keep the friendship going. I think the friendship looks pretty good. Maybe you want to do friends with benefits. Maybe you want to get the friendship and move it into maybe a little relationship there. But we do have some sort of factors that are preventing us from sort of going the full Monty here. Going the full Monty here. I mean, I'm just saying. The Knight of Pentacles. We're looking for stability where stability is not. We're trying to grab stability out of a stone, and it's getting sort of difficult. We're getting problems moving that. We're getting problems getting that into full steam. We're searching out stability where it just is not. So if you're looking for something, you know, I don't know, you're sort of making the situation where it may not fully exist. It may not be able to manifest it the way that you want to manifest it. Could it be something friends with benefits? Could it be something easy like that? It just seems that there's some difficulty between that. The Three of Pentacles says, we want to just show it off. It's like you want this because it's like the second place, or we couldn't get a first place with another type of individual. So we're going to go with the second place, which is the available friend type thing. So I sort of get that feel here with the Three of Pentacles. I'm showing off my friend. I'm showing this opportunity. The three also means it's going to be some work. There's going to be some things involved. We're going to have to get a different relation change sort of going. It's going to be a bit awkward there. The Six of Cups, where we're just sort of sharing and giving, it also points to children as well with the Six of Cups. It's just not there. That being reversed, and then the Nine of Cups being reversed. The Nine of Cups being this ultimate relationship, which just this beautiful thing. The sun's shining down. Everything's going well. The Nine of Cups, and we're collecting cups almost. We have so much happiness. We're just sort of collecting it for later. It's just reversed too. I just don't see that happening. If you want to convert it to friends with benefits, I mean, that looks all right. That looks all right. If you want to just keep the friend and have it as a secondary opportunity, that would be good as well. But if you just want to go the full Monty, that's looking a bit challenging. It may be a couple of extra things that you're going to have to deal with that you're not quite prepared for. You're not quite prepared for. I mean, I'm just saying. Like how the Pentacles in the deck are money bags. Yeah, that's pretty cool. A tarot reader with memory. Am I the only one with memory? This is kind of frightening here. Remember her saying that? I was up late. All right. What's coming towards me in love? Danielle wants to know. What a wonderful cloth you have today. Thank you. That is from the Echoes of Nature Oracle. I got 11 of these left, and then they're out of print for the rest of your life. So that is one of the cards from the Echoes of Nature Oracle. And that's actually a painting. This is a painting. It's not a picture, I promise. It's not a picture of a mountain range. It is a painting. That took about 6-7 hours to make. That was a long painting. Luckily, it's small. So, I mean, there is that. Queen of Water, thank you for your donation. Blah as well. Blah snuck in there. What's going on, Blah? All right. Will T and I reconcile? He's Pisces. It's a Pisces night. It is a Pisces night. It is. Everyone that is a Pisces, rejoice. See, I can actually keep the word Pisces up here. So we'll do QW. I put S. Why did I put S? QW. Whoop. See, what is going on? I'm used to typing on a Mac keyboard. This is probably why. Pisces reconciliation? Is he still in love with me? Let's find out. Blah. Well, I passed my 3 months probation and continue working where I currently am here. There you go. All right. We'll go to the board. And I wanted to use something different tonight. You know what? It has been a while. It has been a long while since we have used this. I do have this on here. This is called the Hush Tarot, by the way. The Hush Tarot. I love my Echoes of Nature. Thank you, Hikate's Crossing. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm down to a couple of those. And then No more. You're going to see them on eBay for $150. Out of print. Out of print. All right. Let's try the Hush Tarot on this and figure out reconciliation with Pisces. Pisces and Cancer. That's going to be a lot of emotion going on there. There's going to be no shortage of emotion with that. AM, what is going on? Welcome. How is it going? Wada Kid is all worked up. Wada Kid is all worked. You know, every time I see your name Wada Kid, I think of Whataburger. I mean, I'm just saying. It makes me think of Whataburger. They just opened a Whataburger around the corner here. And now they opened a Chick-fil-A, and Chick-fil-A has removed all of Whataburger's business overnight. I have no idea what's the deal with Chick-fil-A, but they have a line around the corner 24 hours a day. Well, they're not open 24 hours, but when they're open, they have a line around the corner all the time. I have no idea what's going on with that. I mean, I'm just saying. Chick-fil-A, you get a piece of chicken and a bun and a pickle. I mean, why am I lining up around the corner for a bun and with a pickle? I'm just saying. All right. So with the Hush Tarot, what are we having? Rachel, welcome. How is it going? So we reconciliation or not? The Hierophant says it is possible. It is possible. We do have a 4 of Cups, followed by a 5 of Cups. Now that is interesting. You saw that's a good shuffle. And I picked it from different parts of the deck. But we have a 4 going on into a 5, meaning the reconciliation, if it did happen, we're sort of running into the problems that we had before the reconciliation. So you have to ask yourself, are the problems currently worked out? Do we have everything fleshed out and fixed from the first try that we had with this, right? Because if we sort of get into a reconciliation, which the Hierophant says it is possible, we're able to move into this series. Kirsty, welcome. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So there is that Hierophant feel that we do have a good possibility of reconciliation. The 4 of Cups, we have a mixed bag. This is the Lord of blended pleasure, right? We have a mixed bag here. The 4 sort of means that I'm being offered something that I've had before, and I'm tired of it. I've had too much of it. I want something different. So we're looking at this point, have you had enough of this relationship? Do you still want more? Does the other person still want more? Mama, welcome. Hey, how's it going? Love reading in depth, please. There we go. So, but I mean, you do have that dissatisfaction of it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad. Now we're moving into the 5. The 5 is a negative number. It was a negative number. And we have this manifested within the cups. We have these negative emotions. So the problems that existed before, are they fixed? Can we fix those? Can we get into this and say, hey, let's fix what we had problems with before? Because we have some emotional upset. We have emotional heartbreak coming in the next card. If we don't fix those, they're going to come back up, and we're going to have to figure those out, and it's going to be just the same old, and now we're back to square one, right? So if we are soulmates, maybe we need to reconcile and fix things during that reconciliation, because that's really going to be a good thing for us. Now, the Page of Swords, as you just saw in my video, the Page of Swords is the spy, is a malleable card, a malleable person. They're able to adjust, to accommodate. So if you're going in with a bunch of strict rules, like I need this, and it needs to be like this, and I need that, and it needs to be like that away, then that's going to be bad, because the page talks about getting in from a fresh new start and being able to accommodate some of the other people's needs, being able to negotiate some stuff out. If we can't do that, again, we're going to have some problems. So if we can do this, we can fix the previous things. If we can not have a lot of strict rules going in, we're going to be able to adjust and go with the flow sometimes, even though it could be something that was sort of irritating to us. Then yes, the Hierophant sort of picks it up and says it is possible. So we just need to sort of remember the rules there and reevaluate how things are going to go and leap in. And that looks very, very possible indeed. So looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, Queen. I like it. I like it. So Blah wants to know something. Let's see. Blah wants to know, question below. Okay, 3 months probation and continue working where I am now. All right, blah. I remember I had a reading where I said yes, and then you asked again and had a reading where I said no. And now you're asking again. So will you get the yes or will you get the no, blah? Will you get the no or the yes today? Let's find out. Blah's nervous. I mean, I'm just saying. Blah's nervous today. Blah's like, how does he remember that? Blah's a little nervous today. Blah's like, you've been getting my emotions, and you've been slapping them around there. You need to figure it out, Mr. Tarot guy. I mean, you need to figure this stuff out. And for this, I think I used the thoth the last time, and we're going to use the thoth again because I do love this. And I think for legal proceedings, I'm saying the thoth there's nothing better. If you need lottery numbers, if you need legal proceedings, if the sirens are sounding outside and they're coming for you, I'm just saying the thoth deck is the one you want to reach for. This is going to be the best one. I'm just pointing this out. I'm pointing this out. I know it's obvious, but I can pull lottery numbers off this thing. I only win $4, but I can pull lottery numbers over this thing. I can. I have my ticket in the other room that's for $4. So I'm just saying, I got my money back. That's all I wanted. I would have liked to win 100 million, but $4 is fine. $4 is fine. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so let's find out about this. Wow, the home card. That is pretty stable card. That is looking really good. We're defending ourselves and we're leaving. So yeah, I mean, we're defending ourselves, we're leaving. We do have action towards defending ourselves. I think that we're looking good. I think we're looking good for the probation. So we're looking positive this time. I'm just asking now. And no, I won't give lottery things. That'd be kind of weird. Because somebody go and spend like an enormous amount of money on lottery for some reason based upon my numbers. No, I wouldn't do that because then you get sued and all that stuff. Kirsty loves to say the name right. Of course, Kirsty. So we're looking at leaving. We're looking at the exit. We're looking at a fast-moving pace card. I think we're going to be able to go back to what you need to go back to, right? We have that very fast action. That knight, it doesn't mess around. He gets it, and then he goes. He goes straight in. He doesn't wait. He doesn't hesitate. He just gets it done. He gets it done very quickly. Now, this is the defense card, and it's reversed. What are we sort of anticipating with this? But we're coming off of basically the home and security card. That's why I say yes. Home and security card sort of really maps this out well for me. And this is sort of coming from this space of that stable 4, right? The stable 4. You're talking the sun. The sun is shining. Think it looking good. Everything's looking pretty stable here. And we have this security. We have our possessions intact. Everything is looking good for the security with this card. And that's basically going to tell me yes. They're basically going to tell me yes, both to both questions. Now, it looks like that something sort of goes... it sort of goes weird with the situation. It's almost like we can't defend ourselves as like we want to. Biffy, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Electra's house, sure. Throw a question out there. We'll see about it. So it's almost like that you can't defend yourself, or the judgment has already been made. They figured this out a long time ago. And we do have the exit card, or the card to where things move rapidly, things move successfully. We do have an emotional satisfaction, or this emotional flow that's coming after the security card. So, I mean, yes, I think it looking very good. I think we're positive for this time. I know we're sort of back and forth with the answer sometime, but I think that's looking very good for you. Every time that I get a read for yours, Blah, we always have the weird things come up. I mean, there's always cards that are sort of vague. You never get the rock solid cards like the 3 of Pentacles, like we know, here comes the job. You never get justice, to where you're gonna get that court case knocked out. You always get the weird cards. It's like it doesn't want to answer your question directly. It just wants to just sort of tease you in some aspect. So it's kind of weird every time that comes up. But I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good. The security card, hanging on to what you have, very good. So Kirsty has a $2.99 donation. Kirsty, thank you so much. Thank you for saying my name right. You're quite welcome. Kirsty says, great reader. Thank you. And Kirsty, did you have a question? I'm scrolling up. I remember, I think that Kirsty had a question when you came in. Let me know. Let me know. Or if you're just throwing some money, I appreciate that either way. Kirsty, I can't find your question. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and type out your question if you had one, and we'll get to that. In the meantime, we'll do Mama and a love reading. We'll do Mama and the love reading. Okay, let's see. Love reading. Mama, I think it's your time for the love reading. I think it is your time. I mean, I'm just saying, we're going to go to the love screen because that's what we do here. And we're going to, you can't see the tarot tower, oddly. Do we see pajamas? No, we're pajama free. We're good. We're good. We're pajama free. I do want to get by the way, this is the Hermetic Tarot, is a good one for this. All right, let's check this out. See what's going on with some love. See what's going on with some love. I think it's your time. I think it is your time. Whatever that card is, that wants to talk. It wants to talk. Mystic Alchemy, just in time. Will I marry my Pisces? It is a Pisces night. Mystic Alchemy, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Electra's Tarot. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you have not hit the subscribe button, please do so. Please hit that subscribe button and that like. I greatly appreciate that as well. We got 700 videos. That's a lot of videos. I mean, I'm pointing out that I don't see anybody else with 700 videos except me. That's a lot of videos. Can I sue the F word? Okay. So, let's find out about love. The Lord of Oppression, the Ten of Wands. I think you're reaching a point. I think you are reaching a point to where you're not concerned over it anymore. You're not worried about it anymore. Mystic Alchemy, sure. Let me know what deck you want. You're not worried about it. You're not concerned about it. It's not something that you're just constantly thinking about anymore. I think things are sort of falling in place for you. I think things are falling in place for you, and it's sort of reflecting your attitude that everything is just all right now. A lot of times we go through stages to where we're just like scared, or we're worried, or we're really trying to manifest something in our life, and then we sort of give up. In other words, we tell the world what we want, and then we relax. We go into the relax mode, and we let the world do what the world does, which is manifest it out for us if it's time, right? And that relief that you have with the Ten of Wands, that burden is just not there anymore. It's really good. The Hermit says that we're sort of in a space to where you're also satisfied with just being yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, to where you're not concerned about being somebody else. You're not concerned about impressing people as much now. You're more just relaxing into it. And again, it sort of reveals the Ten of Wands being upside down as well. We're into that Hermit, into being comfortable in our own skin, knowing what we want, knowing how we want it, and things like that, right? So I'm just saying, the Empress again says that you're reaching that level of comfort as well with being yourself. So we're looking at the Empress, the Hermit, two great majors pointing out our comfort level and where we sort of are at the moment. And the Ace of Wands says, again, you're ready to take some action. The universe is manifesting what you need. It's starting that process. It's starting that blossoming like a blossom of a flower. And you're sort of seeing that, and you're feeling things winding up and coming down the road, and it's really looking good. And the Ace of Wands says, we're ready to manifest what you need. We're ready to get that going, and you're ready to take some action in regards to this. So it's looking great, looking very, very good for love at the moment. With Hermit into the Empress, that is a good combo. I've never even considered that until I just saw it. But just think about it. If you're a tarot reader, just think about how powerful that is. That's just sick. That's just sick. We're finding ourselves. We have found where we need to be. We have found what we want to do. That Empress and that Hermit combination, or the Emperor and the Hermit combination, right? Very, very powerful set there, and looking really good. All right, Mystic Alchemy wants to use a specific deck. And Mystic Alchemy, what deck would you like to use? I'd love to use whatever deck you want. You get to pick. Mystic Alchemy, you can tell me warm or cold. Just let me know what deck you want to use. I mean, you can see all my decks on my channel. Hit that subscribe button and go to the 4K flip throughs. That has every single deck I own is a 4K flip through. By the way, I'm the only one doing 4K flip throughs. Well, one other person started doing them, but before that, I'm the only one that has that many freaking 4K flip throughs. And the 4K flip through is amazing because now you can see the most minute little detail in the card. You know, get on your PC, do that 4K flip through. You can see the smallest little details in the card. So if you're looking for some little item, you're like, does this have this alchemical combination, or what is that astrology sign? I can see it in detail. So, all right. So BR wants to know when will opportunity to move to the new house come? Let us check that. Let us check that out. Unicorn on the back. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. I got too many decks. I don't know. Unicorn, is that the Witch's Tarot? There you go. Okay, so we're looking to move. We're looking to move, and we want to find out what's a good move deck. Oh, what is a good move deck? The Slow Tarot. The Slow Tarot. The Slow Tarot would be all right. I think the Slow Tarot is going to be all right for this. By the way, that is the Slow Tarot. Whoa, you guys saw my green screen. That is the Slow Tarot. One of these things. Kirsty, I skipped you. What is your question, Kirsty? Yeah, I didn't know what your question was, Kirsty. I'm sorry. Kirsty, let me know what your question is. We'll hop right over to you next. Let me know. Let me know. We'll get you started, Kirsty. I just need your question. I did not see a question, and I scrolled around and tried to find it, but I'm not finding it. But Chad is hopping tonight, so I missed it. I apologize for that, Kirsty. Just let me know what the question is. We got you covered. All right. You like the Alice in Wonderland deck? That is a good deck. That is a great deck. All right. Julie, which tarot deck would you recommend for a beginner, which has a good card stock? Oh, there's so many. I would say the Light Seers Tarot right now is just the Light Seers Tarot. You just really can't go wrong with it. It's going to be difficult to go wrong with it. I mean, it's great looking. It's inclusive. It has one of everything. The images are powerful. It has a lot of good combinations. So yeah, see, I know I skipped Kirsty. I didn't know what her question was. I asked a minute ago. So once she puts the question in, we'll hop right back to Kirsty. Get her covered. Get her covered. So moving a house, trying to get the house moving thing going on. The Seven of Swords says that it's going to be pretty soon, actually. It's going to be pretty soon, actually. I think that we have some opportunities. It looks like that the resources are not really lined up yet. Do you have the resources that you need? Or is this a resource constraint that you're running into? It looks like that you're ready, literally ready to go. The Seven of Swords, I'm literally ready to go. I'm packing up. I got everything ready. We're moving. We're checking that out. Luthien, hey, how is it going? So good for you to join us. I appreciate it. So Seven of Swords, we're literally ready to go, but we're constrained with resources. We're constrained with resources. The High Priestess, we're not quite there yet with the resources. We're not quite there yet with the logistics. There's a couple of things that are stopping us from getting going on it. There's a couple of things that are stopping us from being 100%. And we need to work through those, obviously, because that's sort of the step 2, right? When will we have this opportunity? I think that you're ready to go. But again, you're being stalled by another factor. So the Queen of Cups says, at some point, at some point, you're just going to have to go. At some point, you're just going to have to go. And it's sort of this combination of things. One is the decision is almost going to be made for you. It's like some other factor comes in that you're not expecting yet. And that other factor sort of just shoves you into the next house. It sort of shoves you into the next house. So the logistics work out, the resources work out. I think everything sort of falls in line, and it all occurs suddenly. And that involves where you're already sort of looking at places again because you're ready to go. That involves that you have some place opens up. It's exactly what you want. It's exactly where we're sort of getting into that. And that's sort of coming soon. So if you're looking for opportunity to do that, I think that you're going to have a 2-month span before the corona stuff just goes away. After which, I think that you're going to have this golden opportunity within the next 4 months. So I'm looking at 6 to 7 months that we have where you're just going to have this opportunity to do that. Within that time frame, 6 or 7 months, we have some factors that are coming that sort of force you out, push you into the new place, and then you're absolutely good. You're absolutely good. All right. Do I have what it takes to run for president or some sort of office in the future? There you go. Well, Kirsty, let's check that out. We need a good president, Kirsty. I'm just saying, we need a good president. So that sounds good. But the Queen of Cups, there's a factor that comes out that pushes you into it. And I think it's coming again in 6 to 7 months because, of course, we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands doesn't really mess around. That is the action card. That's when we have the manifestation of opportunities. Things come. Things are ready. We're moving forward on that. And I think that it's an exciting time for you. I think that's going to be an exciting time for you in 6 or 7 months. So there you go. There we go. All right, Kirsty, thank you for your question. We'll check that out. We need a good president. We need some good candidates for president. You look at all these intelligent, awesome people, and I know they don't have the money to run for president, but it feels like that they need to win the lottery or something and run for president, so we can get some really good quality candidates going. All right, KT, run for president. There we go. Run for president sounds good. Let's check it out. All right. What is a good presidential themed deck? I don't think there is one that I have. There probably is one. I just don't have it. Oh, I guess we could do the Muse. You know, everyone does like the Muse. The Muse is such a great tarot, and this is one of my newer decks. By the way, I have 2 decks coming, and then I have a Ciro Marchetti cloth coming as well. So the Ciro Marchetti cloth is being made. It's custom made for me. It's a custom cloth, and it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to get it, but it'll be a couple of weeks. But, you know, there's that. Yeah, Julie, go out and check out some indie decks there. There we go. All right, looking at some organizations. There we go. All right, do we have what it takes to run for president? I've never had this question before. It's a first. This is a first. Let's check this out. All right. So let's move that away. A functional adult. That would be good. That would be good. A functional adult says that would be good. All right, the Hermit. The Hermit. Obviously, we're not quite there. I mean, so the question is, let's look back at the question. Let's get the exact question here. Do I have what it takes to run for president or some sort of office? So we don't have to be the president. And the question is, and the president's going to take millions and millions and millions of dollars. So I'm assuming you don't have that. But let's see, for run for president or some sort of office, we need some political maneuvering here. Do we have what it takes to be a political person? And there's so many good offices that you can run for: mayor, governor, et cetera, you know, that don't necessarily need to be president or whatnot. Okay. The Hermit says that you pretty much are starting from scratch at this point. You need that political base, or you need that base. So you need to figure out, what exactly am I representing? Am I representing? Yes, Mystic, you are next. And we're using the wizards for you next, Mystic. So the Hermit says that you're sort of warming up at this point. We're warming up at this point. It's time to, if you're serious about it, it's time to, hit the books and get the history back and forth and get that stuff going and sort of get the requirements and get ready and get people around your side and figure out, what your stance is on all the important issues, who you're running against, what they are doing, because you do have multiple opportunities for different offices in different towns and cities and whatnot that are very feasible, that are very feasible even for somebody that's just starting. So the Eight of Voices points to that, again, that lonely. We have two lonely. So it's time to sort of get out of just thinking about it and just start doing the research and doing the good stuff to get started. Where are you going? Where do you think it would be possible to get? What types of things are you running for? What types of things would be your policies? What don't you like that you want to change? Right? What don't you like that you see day to day that you'd want to change? So you're just like, I'm Kirsty. I don't like this lockdown doing this or something like, whatever. And then you want to change that policy. I don't like the freeway being, restricted or something. I don't know. I'm making up stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Figure out your policies, figure out how you're different than the other people. So how are you going to be different than the other people? So the next one is the Priestess. Use your intuition to figure out, is this going to be the right office for me? Because some offices are not going to be right. Like president is going to be a bit, you have to have millions and millions. You have to be well known. You have to have some other qualifications, et cetera, et cetera. But the High Priestess says, just intuitively, what's going to be a good office for me? Maybe it's on the city council, right? But city council is perfectly reasonable. Maybe it's a mayor of a town. Again, perfectly reasonable and something good that we can just sort of shoot for as well. So the Magician says, right now, you need a bunch of things before we can sort of get into it. So if you're looking at right now, the Magician upside down says, maybe not at the moment, but with some work, with some research, I think that we have some opportunities, right? We can hop into the city council. From the city council, now we can run for mayor. You can run for this or run for that or whatever you want. So yeah, you have a bunch of opportunities. It's just a matter of getting in there and figuring out what you need and all of that good stuff, because there's a lot of opportunities everywhere for anything, especially city council. I mean, let's see, how will I marry my Pisces ex? All right, Mystic Alchemy wanted the Wizard's Tarot. We're going to get the Wizard's Tarot. Mystic Alchemy, you're up. You're up, my friend. My Pisces ex. Yet, for some things, you don't really need funding. I mean, some small towns, you can get in, like, just as long as people know you, All right. So we're going to get a live shot of me reaching for the Wizard's Tarot. So this is the Wizard's Tarot. Got a live shot of me getting the Wizard's Tarot. In case you're wondering what that looks like, it looks like that. It looks like that. Yeah, Kirsty, good luck. I hope you get on the city council. We need some good people on city councils. We need some good mayors. We definitely need a good president. So get yourself in there. We need some good people. We need some good people. All right. Just have a tendency to overindulge, tend to buy affordable, a lot of decks at once. A lot of decks at once. Yeah. Julie, it's good. Your room is going to look like this. You realize that when you're saying a lot of decks at once, your room is going to look like that. But that is 10 years worth, though. That is 10 years worth. So, I mean, there is that. All right, we got the Wizard's Tarot. We're ready for the Pisces X. We're ready for that Pisces X. We want to see if we're going to get down and dirty with that Pisces X. I'm just saying, we're going to get some married. Gonna get some marriage, get some marriage in here. Let's find out. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. What do we got? Oh, the Ace of Cups is looking good. It's looking good. Knight of Pentacles is looking good. King of Swords is looking good. We got a lot of opportunities here. We have a lot of opportunities. This is looking pretty good. Now, Where did you get your stand? Biffy Rose, check my videos. I have a complete instructional video. But okay, Biffy, this only costs $20 to make. I'm totally serious. I got a video. I'll show you how to make this with only $20 and 2 hours. You can make it. It's easy, and I have a video that tells you exactly how to do it. All right, so we have a lot of good opportunities here for marrying that Pisces X. The Knight of Pentacles, we have some opportunities. I think we're ready to go forward with, some of that. We're ready to go forward with some of that. The Eight of Pentacles says, maybe not right now, though. Maybe not right now. We have the Eight of Pentacles means there's some work ahead. There's some bit of a resolution. If we haven't already reconciled, we obviously need to do that. As far as getting the Pisces X on board with all of this stuff as well, I think that they would be interested in communicating about it. But again, the Eight of Pentacles says it's not a freebie. It is not a freebie. We do have some work involved. We have some uphill battle to climb with some of that. So if we're looking for just this magical thing and we're working on it, then yeah, not so much. He's working on his coin. Indeed, they are working, I think she is working on her coins. So we just have to sort of get that balance in. We have to get everything running and get everything up and going. That skull reminds me of Jim Butcher's books, by the way, where if you've ever read the Jim Butcher's books, anyway, there's a talking skull in some of them. Pretty fun book series if you're ever interested in that. So the Ace of Cups says the love can be restored. We have some good opportunities for the initiation of that, or the beginnings of the ace there has the beginnings of that emotional contact, the emotional connection as well. The King of Swords, very, very positive thing. It's all about getting the communication going and taking the leadership within here, and both of you taking the leadership, taking the reins and getting it sort of started. A lot of work to do. If we're willing to do that work, we have that opportunity. Once we have that opportunity, we can sort of stay on track and get that in there. I think we do have some opportunities here. So this is looking very good. If you're looking for that. Okay, so would I have loved to seen the Two of Cups or the Lovers, or maybe the 10 of Pentacles would have been great. I don't see it. So that means that there's going to be some uphill climbing ahead. But if everyone is willing to work on that, and everyone is willing to go from square one there and get the reconciliation on and get things on, and I think that's going to be pretty good there. Did you end up backing the vintage Japanese tarot? No, I did not. I can tell you what I backed. I backed the wooden... The one with the animals, the woods animals. I backed that one, and I backed 4 more. I forget what they are now. I backed a bunch of them. So the Two of Cups. I would have liked to seen the Two of Cups. I think that would really sort of just, when you get like vanilla ice cream and then you put the sprinkles on it, I think the Two of Cups would have been those sprinkles. It would have been some chocolate fudge on the vanilla ice cream with some sprinkles. That would have been the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers, something. But there's no sprinkles. So you're starting with vanilla. So you're going to have to eat through the vanilla and hope for the best at some point. All right. BR. Let's see. Would my move be near an interstate? Nearby or interstate? Near what? I'm not sure. Biffy Rose, did you mean? I'm going to need some help here with your question. So are you saying is your move going to be nearby, or is your move going to be a long way away? Is that what your question is? Are you asking literally, is your move going to be near an interstate? Let me know. Because that's two totally different questions. Is my new house going to be near a freeway, or are you asking is it going to be nearby or far away on the interstate? Let me know. We'll check it out. And in the meantime, we'll get the Light Seers Tarot. This is the one that I recommend. If you're getting a single deck, if you're new to tarot and you're like, I want one deck, then I would recommend the Light Seers Tarot. It's beautiful. It's inclusive. It's fun to look at. It has so much symbolism in it, almost accidental symbolism. So that's what I really like about it, because you'll pull like a knight, right? Knight of Wands or something. It's some dude holding flowers, and you're like, wow, that really sort of encompasses kind of their personality. I mean, I really like that. So you have this accidental symbolism in there that's really nice. Okay, so here we'll do a tarot throwdown. We're going to go 3 over here is going to be nearby, and these 3 are going to be far away. This is going to be far away. There we go. Nearby, far away. We'll check it out. All right, and see which one wins. This is called the Tarot Throwdown. We'll see which one wins. Got a couple of court cards over here. Got some meanings on there. All right, I'll just leave it like that. We got Justice. So where are we going to be? I mean, where is our, where are we resting our head? Where are we resting our head when we finish doing that? I mean, I'm just saying. Pop out different decks is really my card of the day. Julie, it could be your card of the day. I'm just saying. What do we got? Are we nearby or far away? Nearby, let's look at this. Queen of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, that just kills it. Look at how pretty the Queen is. I mean, look at how pretty that is. Look at how pretty that card is. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. I'm just saying, that is beautiful. We have the Queen and the Queen. If you're going to move close by, I think that you're going to be more comfortable. You're going to have more resources available. Janiela, hello. How is it going? Can I expect extra money this week? Well, there you go. We'll check that out. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. We're going to be very comfortable nearby. We're going to be very comfortable nearby. It also indicates that it won't cost as much. So if we want to move nearby, we're going to be extremely comfortable. This is our comfort zone. This is what we know. These are the friends that we have. These are the people that we know. This is the place, the job, or whatever. We have all of the different places we like to go. Very comfortable. The double queen. The Wands and the Swords talks about that comfort. Now, it also costs less money because we're familiar with the lay of the land. We know what to expect. We know people that can get us hooked up with what we need in regards to this as well. So that's nearby. That's looking pretty good. The Queen of Cups, we're now moving into a space where we're not as comfortable. We're not as comfortable at all. The Queen of Cups, we're way out of our comfort zone. And there's some other factors that we have with the move as well. So the Queen of Cups, we're out of our comfort zone. Justice, we're trying to adjust on the Two of Swords. We end up getting blindsided by something. So when you move farther away, it's like you get some other thing in the house that you didn't quite check for or nobody checked for. So if we do move far away, I recommend that you go and you get the inspection done. When you get all this stuff done, triple check it and think, is there anything that we missed? Because there's a surprise waiting for you in the one that's far away. So it's not waiting for you in the nearby, but it is waiting for you in the far away. The Two of Swords, I got blindsided by it. I made a choice. I didn't see exactly what was going to happen, and I sort of got blindsided with it. Justice, I think that you end up spending a bit more money in the far away, and the Queen of Cups, we're way outside of our comfort zone. It's a bit weird. Make sure that we get on Google Maps and we start searching around and find out what's the nearest grocery store to that house that I'm looking at. What is the nearest church? Or if you go to church, if you go to this or that, if you like things, you know, make sure you have something available around there. So what's convenient, and how busy is that road during the time of day that I like to go? And, you know, so we have the combination of things. But nearby, I mean, nearby looks better. Nearby doesn't have the nasty surprise in the purchase. So, I mean, nearby is looking better. So you're asking me about what you will do. I mean, obviously that's up to you, but I'm giving you the good and the bad there. All right, move far away, be sight unseen. I don't know. I mean, buying a house is tricky by itself. But yeah, if you do far away, make sure that you triple check that stuff. You got something waiting on you there. Can I expect extra money this week? And then we will be out of here. I'm here every night, by the way, and I'm here tomorrow morning. I'm going to be here in 11 hours. I'm going to be here in 23 hours. So, I mean, come back. If you didn't get your question answered, come on back. Come on back. I'm here every night and tomorrow morning too. Can I expect extra cash? We getting some extra cash or not? You waiting for your Trump dollars? Is that what's going on? We got some Trump dollar action? Let's find out. The This Might Hurt Tarot, because it's funny, just because it's funny, the This Might Hurt Tarot. Isabella Rotman. I wonder how many of these that she actually printed. Because, anyway. Kitty Cat, welcome. What is going on? My parents are nearby. My son is interstate. If I move away, be sight unseen. That's my fear. Yeah. There is that. That is a very good shuffle there. All right. Last question. But I'm back. I mean, I'm back all the time. If you're, you know, if the internet is going, I'm reading tarot. I mean, I'm just saying. So plenty of opportunities. Infinite Cosmos, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I got 700 videos. That's a lot of videos. And we got instructions on how to make this thing. Every deck you see here, I have a 4K flip through where you can see all the little details because it's 4K. You can zoom in and see all of that stuff. All right, the High Priestess is tonight. The High Priestess is making an appearance. I would say the Six of Cups, being that is interesting. The Knight of Wands. I'm going to say, can I expect extra money this week? I'm thinking you can expect extra money. You can, but this week, no, this week, maybe not. Maybe next week, but this coming week, it looks like we're going to be challenged for that. The High Priestess, we are expecting something. I think that you already are expecting something. You know, something sort of coming on. You're expecting something in here. The High Priestess says we're expecting something already even before we start. The Knight of Cups, we're sort of hanging our emotions on that. And, there's that as well. So the Knight of Cups says we're moving towards it. Okay, now we're getting to the part of when. When will it be this particular next week? The Knight of Wands says no. The Knight of Wands says we still have some things to do. There's still some accounting going on. There's still some processing in the computer. You're in the mainframe list for getting your Trump dollars or whatever. But you seem to be in the list. The Knight of Wands says that we have some processing to do before it sort of gets here. The Six of Cups points to maybe the week after, something like that. We're looking at some good news. The Six of Cups, we have some good news coming, and I think that we have some money coming here in a couple of weeks. Not next week, but a little bit after. The Six of Cups, we have a positive outcome. We have some good outcome from this, and we end up being pretty satisfied with it. So I mean, there's that. So good luck with all of that. Thank you, everyone, for joining me again. I'm back. I'll be back here 6:30 Central tomorrow morning. Oh, well, we're doing one more. There we go. So PG, the rated PG. Brianna, what is going on? Speaking of PG, how you doing? Will M reach out, or does he want me to? Oh, PG, you had that unusual reading to where it seems that you had to reach out. I remember this last time. PG, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So Brianna, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing tonight? All right, so PG's last reading basically said that she needed to reach out. So let's find out what we got. Let's get an update. And I'm going to do the Romantic Victorian Tarot. The Romantic Victorian Tarot. I'm excited because I do love this. I paid good money for this. Bonefire Tarot is so good. That is so good. I absolutely love that. Brianna, I'm doing fantastic because I'm reading tarot. I'm instantly in a good mood. I had a headache, but like tarot cured my headache, and I was in a decent mood, but not good. But now I'm in a fantastic mood because I'm reading tarot. I'm just addicted to tarot. What is it with me and tarot? Like I do software development for a living. I do mathematics for a living. And then I was thinking, I would have a hobby that has to do something with software programming or something, but I end up doing tarot and loving it. So maybe I just needed that variance. Maybe I needed a bit of the variance in my life to where I'm not just staring at a computer, maybe one of those. Be here tomorrow now. I was so lazy. Tarot does cure your headache. It cures, it cures my headache. It does. So let's find out about this. What do we want to do? So the last reading, PG had a weird reading, where basically it said that she's going to be the one that has to end up doing everything. And the Emperor points to maybe we're back to that again. So looking for reaching out. Who wants to reach out to whom? The Emperor says that you're sort of in command of this. You're in the command chair. You're in the captain's chair for this particular thing. And the High Priestess says that you almost pretty much know this already. I think you know this already. You're comfortable being in that chair. Some points you don't want to be. I think you have this idealization to where I really should not be in this chair. I really should let this and not be in this, and I want this other person to reach out. And you're frustrated because the person has not reached out. The Seven of Wands, that defensive thing, you're concerned about them not reaching out, and you're concerned about this lack of communication, and you're just not happy with it. You're not happy with it at all. The Four of Swords, you want to relax. You want to be in a state to where you can have reliability. You can have, you can wake up and you can have some comfort. You can have some stability where you're not worried about it. You're not trying to think, Jesus Christ, are you going to call? What are you doing? Come on. And it doesn't take 5 seconds for somebody to text you, right? And you know this as well as me. It takes 5 seconds for somebody just to text you and say, hey, thinking about you. What are you doing? It's just not happening. And you expected it to happen. You wanted it to happen, and it's just not going there. Now you're stuck in this weird situation. What if I call this person? What if I text them and say, hey, thinking about you, right? Or why the F haven't you called me? Or, whatever you're going to text. And you're concerned that you're just going to get in this rejected mode. They're just going to outright go away or something like that. So you have sort of this weird dynamic about that. So I don't know. I mean, the defensive card says to just be open with it and to take whatever comes and not go in with expectations, because you never know what's going to happen. It depends on this person's mood. The person seems to be moody sometimes. The person sometimes wants to contact you, sometimes they don't, and they're all over the place. And it's an unusual thing for you because you're used to some stability or some reliability at a minimum, and you're just not getting that. But long reading. Sorry. Will they reach out to me, or do they want me to reach out to them? Emperor says they want you to reach out to them. And again, we've already went over all the disadvantages to this. We've already went over all the crappy situation you've running into. We know that, and you know that. Answer to your question is the Emperor. The Emperor says that you're in command here, basically. There you go. There you go. PG, I'm so sorry about that. I wish everything was working out much more smoothly than it is. But thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. And speaking of hanging out, I'm back tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. Please come join me then. If you didn't get your question answered, we'll try to sneak it in then. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.